how's it going? And welcome to my review of Spider-Man Far From Home, the 23rd movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and of course, the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming. So this film was once again directed by John Watts, who did Spider-Man Homecoming, and sees the return of Tom Holland as Spider-Man, Zendaya as MJ, pretty much a lot of other people that were in the previous one. This time around, we've got Jake Gyllenhaal as the character Mysterio. So this film largely takes place in Europe. Peter is on a school trip with his class and a few teachers, and once they get there, though, there's some weird things going on. There's these mysterious elementals, these monsters that are created from like water and fire and earth, etc. And this newcomer Mysterio is on the scene in order to stop the evil. In the meantime, Nick Fury is trying to team up Spider-Man with Mysterio. We've got Happy from the Iron Man films, who is, trying to pass the torch on to Peter. And in the meantime, Peter's wrestling with this whole notion of taking responsibility now that we live in a world without Iron Man. He feels a lot of pressure to become more of a hero than he's really ready to be. He's also trying to juggle that with his school life and his love of MJ, and he wants to try and tell her how he feels about her. And I'm going to stop talking about the plot of this movie because I just want to say this thing is such a wild ride. I loved this movie so freaking much. From start to finish, I had a smile on my face the whole way through. The pacing of this thing is electric. There is not a single dull moment in the whole thing. The comedy is amazing. Like, not just from the main characters, but even smaller characters have just random lines here and there that are really good. But the script is brilliantly written. Not just, because of the dialogue, but the whole thing, the pacing, the structure, the tone, everything was absolutely nailed in this film. It did such a great way of portraying teenage life, like the characters of Betty and Ned, played by Angourie Rice and Jacob Batalon? I don't know. Like, the way that their friendship was handled is amazing. It was such a great subplot in this film. And the movie has plenty of surprises, and it's got plenty of things that I can't really talk about, unfortunately. Suffice to say that Mysterio has for many, many years been one of my most favorite Spider-Man characters. I love this guy's backstory, like who he is and what he does and everything, which, again, there's a reason why the trailers have left a lot of him out of them, because, yeah. I will be doing a spoiler review for this film because I need to talk about stuff. But Jake Gyllenhaal was great in the role. The effects were just perfect. Everything was perfect in terms of effects in this film. The acting was brilliant. The chemistry between Tom Holland and Zendaya was amazing to watch, and you just really felt for these characters, wanting them to get together because they're just so believable as a couple on screen. And please make sure you stick around till the middle and end of the credits as well. In typical Marvel movie fashion, there is some great stuff there. The mid-credits scene, oh man, I really want another Spider-Man movie right now, because there is a massive bombshell in there, like a cliffhanger like you wouldn't believe. Obviously not going to spoil anything, but yeah, it worked. Look, I think realistically the only thing that let the movie down a little bit for me was that even though I loved the plot, I love the premise, I love what was going on, no spoilers. At the same time, there just weren't really heavy stakes for Peter. Like, it was kind of more of a lightweight villain scenario in this one. Don't get me wrong, the villain was amazing in this film, but yeah, it was just kind of like you kind of got the feeling that the world was in danger a little bit, but it wasn't as compelling as it could have been. But it's mainly because this movie was just there for entertainment, it was there for fun, and in that respect, it absolutely nailed it in spades. This is a hell of a fun time at the movies. Needless to say, I'm going to be buying it on Blu-ray the day it comes out, and I'm going to give Spider-Man Far From Home a 9 out of 10. Alright, so I will get a spoiler review out on my channel. I'll give it a couple of days because, yeah, I mean, people need to see this film first. So, yeah, I really need to talk about Mysterio. And so, yeah, make sure you go and see this film. Come back and let me know what you thought of it. Drop me some comments either here, Facebook, or Twitter. All the social media links are in the description below because I like to talk about movies and I would love to talk about movies with you. See you in the spoiler review.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Yeah.